doing awesome. You look great. Black and gold jumpsuit, the U.S. Army girls doing Golden Knights. Out here for this year's All-American Ball 2017. You ready to rock and roll? Yeah. All right, we'll be upstairs at 120 mile an hour in just a second. We'll high-five. Blue sky.
Okay, now they're going to interview me a little bit right before I jump, and my voice cracks, but I want you to know that I was not scared. It was over excitement for the pending jump. That's a true story, okay? Not making that up. If I was scared, I'd let you know. I was more excited about it.
That's it, Austin. Talking to me right here. 4,200 feet, not even halfway. How you feeling? I'm feeling great. Ready to rock and roll? Oh, yeah. Having a chance to look outside the window? Oh, yeah. Beautiful view. Yeah? Check out John's new picture instructor. How you feeling, John? Pretty excited to be out. Once his first jump, so you never know how well I'm going to go. I'm excited myself. I'll say let's make this happen. All right. Well, before you make it home, is there any family friends you want to say hi to? My wife, Lee, I love you. And my kids, I love you guys too. All right. We'll see both of you on the outside. All right.
So now I'm getting ready to jump, and you weren't supposed to push off. I guess I didn't hear that instruction. My wife says I don't listen very well, which is probably true. So I pushed off, and we actually do a somersault. We're not supposed to do that. They took the video, real professional work. They did the video and they reversed it. So we tumbled and then we reverse it. Let me. See a chute open right there. That's not the regular parachute, that's a streamer to slow my speed down. Because when you're jumping tandem like that, you fall faster. And for the cameraman to keep up with you, they have to put that streamer on so you don't go too fast. And all I could feel now was that wind rushing against me. Going 120 miles an hour. You can see I can hardly hold my arms stable. I just wasn't prepared for the amount of force coming at me. And then once the chute opens, it's just like that. Super quiet. It's probably the quietest and most peaceful you can experience. And all you can see is the earth underneath you.
All right, Austin. Wow. Amazing. You're back on the ground, 120 miles per hour. How do you feel? That was incredible. Give a second here. He's going to unhook you here. Would you do it again is the question. Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and take those goggles off. Oh. Here's a hand. Hey, come on and hook up with me. There we go. Feel alive? Absolutely. There it is. 120 miles per hour. Golden Knights. Thanks for jumping on with us. Thank you so much.
All right, can we get the lights, please? So that was it. That was my jump, and it was a great experience. I'd encourage you to consider it. I mean, I was jumping with the best people in the world. I mean, these people that tandem jump have 10,000 plus jumps. So some of those in tandem, some of them individually. They have a lot of airplane jumps. I think The highest one was like 25,000 jumps or something like that, which is like, I mean, 4 a day for 10 years or something. I don't know, some ridiculous number. Anyway, they did give us a couple things to commemorate the occasion. One is a plaque. I'll pass that around for you to look at. The other one, kind of the neater one in my opinion, is this baton. And this has a lot of symbolism for the Golden Knights, because when they first started jumping out of airplanes, there was this thought that you couldn't move around, like you were just going to fall. You were going to fall straight down, and there's nothing you could do to move and maneuver. But the Golden Knights set up a little experiment where they had 2 airplanes, 2 jumpers. One had a baton, the other one didn't. And they jumped and maneuvered in midair and exchanged the baton. So I'll pass that around. They gave us this little plaque to put on our discs. Anyway, that's it. Are there any questions?
So again, this was 4,000 feet, right?
A little more than that, yeah.
Okay.
He was asking how high it was, if it was 4,000 feet, the jump. Yeah.
How much did it cost you?
What's that?
How much does it cost?
Oh, it didn't cost me in this particular case, because I was invited to this event to learn about the U.S. Army as what they call a center of influence. So the reason they bring people there that are in positions of influence is to have greater knowledge of what the U.S. Army does and what kinds of positions and opportunities they have for young people, so that when someone comes and talks to us, we can share the good stories about the U.S. Army. So it didn't cost me anything except time. Other questions?
Would you do it again?
Yes, I would do it again. Well, I certainly would do it with them again. You know, there are schools where you can go and jump by yourself, jump solo. I think if I were going to do that, I would want to research it really well to make sure it was a very reputable outfit and, you know, had a good safety record and so forth. Because there are a lot of things that go into the jump that happened behind the scenes that they took care of, like packing the chutes and all that. I mean, they have somebody there was a lady that sat in a room and took care of packing all the chutes between jumps. And she was an expert at that. I mean, that's what she did. And it's a lot of work, and you really got to know what you're doing to make sure the chute opens properly. So I had, like I said, the best people taking care of that behind the scenes stuff for me. Other questions?
When the moment the jump came, did you have any, like, don't do it? Or?
No. There was no doubt. I had psyched myself out to forge ahead, so there was no doubt at that point. Yeah. And again, like I said, it's not like you're looking down at a high building getting ready to jump. You don't have that same sensation, so it's very different jumping out of an airplane that high up. Other questions?
So do they have any other kind of like jump package, like 2,000 feet or 8,000 feet, you know?
You could probably jump higher.
Okay.
You know, again, that's kind of the standard way they do these tandem jumps, I think. But I don't know, like if you went through an individual class to jump by yourself, I don't know that they would probably be in some range, you know, 3 to 8, maybe 4 to 8, I don't know.
What is the idea or the secret scientifically of this rod that would control the direction or the speed? What's the magic of this?
Oh, there's no magic of the bar controlling direction or speed. It's the people maneuvering. The significance of the baton is that they exchanged it because they maneuvered to where they could exchange it. So they basically proved that you wouldn't just free fall if you got dropped out of an airplane. You could use wind resistance and maneuver yourselves, either slow yourself down, speed up, or move horizontally to position yourself. So you could kind of direct your fall.
Did they give you any kind of training?
They did a little bit of safety stuff. They had a short video. Again, if you went through a regular school to jump by yourself, it would be much more extensive. They basically told us what to do, like not jump out of the plane, which I did anyway. You know, that kind of stuff. There was, I had to hold my body in a certain position at the beginning of the fall so that the tandem jumper could help stabilize my jump, which is a good thing I listened to that part because I jumped. So at least he could stabilize us after a little bit of free fall because I was doing what I was supposed to do after the jump. Other questions?
Do you think that is there any benefit having, more weight or less weight while doing this stuff?
Well, again, like the tandem jump, I tried to explain this over the sound that you may not have heard. So when you jump tandem, you fall faster because you basically have about the same surface area and wind resistance, but you got more mass. So, you're going to fall faster in tandem jumping. So that's why they had that little streamer in the beginning of my fall to slow us down so that the camera person could make sure they stayed with us. And you can see the camera person maneuvered above us and below us. Again, that's part of that, the baton, showing that they could maneuver and direct themselves. A lot of neat technology in the jump too. It's the U.S. Army. They have the best high tech in the world. And the camera, they could detach it and use it. They used it for some of the beginning and the interviews and stuff. And then it attaches to this helmet of the jumper that took the movie, that filmed the movie, filmed the jump. So that person then had the camera attached to their helmet. So then when they maneuvered, they didn't have to try to hold the camera while they were falling or operating their chute. Other questions?
Would you like to do a solo free jump in the future?
What's that?
Would you like to do a
Solo jump? I think I'd like to try that. I can't say for sure I will. I'm pretty busy right now with 2 jobs. When I got back from this jump, I came back, and as most of you know, I'm the interim director of the international office this semester too. So I had 2 jobs the day I came back, and I feel like I've been free falling ever since I took that jump because it's been pretty crazy, but crazy busy. But yeah, if I had time and the right opportunity, yeah, I'd do it. I wouldn't be afraid to do it. Let's put it that way. I don't know if the right window of opportunity will open up where I have enough free time and I feel like, yeah, okay, it's convenient and I go do it. I can't say that for sure, but I can say I would. Any other questions?
Well, good. Thank you very much for your
Thank you. And like I said in the beginning, don't be afraid to take some leaps of faith. This is the time to do it.